Hey Cap, what's up? Hello.
I need more time.
How diddly do?
I need more time.
Microphone tube. Right now, Carlo, I am using Whirlwind. Me, I am Whirlwinding, baby. I'm trying my best to. Did I not add you when we did it the other day? Oh. I thought I did. Sorry, Cat, my bad, my bad. I haven't been on since yesterday, so I didn't see them until, well, just now. My apologies. I'm sorry. I blame Obama. Is it tier 4 fireball? I would say so. I mean, you can do up to pit 100, so absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And this is tier 4 now. Oh, you got one of these guys spawned. And a malignant fart. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, Corndog Crusaders. It's an old meme, but you can't change your clan name, so it's just we're stuck with it. It's unfortunate. I would like to have changed it to something more relevant. But when I first started, I think you might have heard this story. When I first started playing Diablo, I was super obsessed with being competitive. So I played like 16, 17 hours a day to hit rank 1 for the Barb on hardcore and stuff like that. And yeah, basically all I could eat, because it was all I had time to cook, was corn dogs. I mean, it's building up slowly, but I mean, I got to admit, it's, you know, we got 60 members here. Whether or not they're doing anything this late into the season, that's another matter. It's always quite busy at the beginning, but people fall off quite fast. There's quite a few people in here that have probably been off for quite a while. But I mean, if I'm ever playing offline, you'll see me online at least. I can promise that. Late? I mean, Diablo for me is like a 1 monther. I'd say this is the apex. This is where people stop playing. Carlos, I do. There's a build video actually on my channel. If you want to check that out, mate, got all of the deets in there, my man. Easy peasy. This pot. Which mythic to craft for this build? Starless. You don't run Shaco, so you would run a Perdition afterwards, but I would recommend the Starless first, mate, okay? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. You actually can keep your Fury up that way. Yeah, no worries, Carlos. We don't play for a bot job. Yeah, I mean, it do be like that for me a little bit, doesn't it? But I mean, when I talk about things like this, I mean, I played for pretty much the whole season, right? But I can tell just through, you know, things like how the stream does, how the YouTube videos do. I get a pretty good idea of where the interest is at a given time. And the interest peaks like in the first week, obviously. It makes a lot of sense, right? And then it stays pretty stable until about the 4th week. And then between the 4th and the 6th week is kind of like, it's a little up, it's a little down. Sometimes there'll be a new, like, you know, a new super omega build discovered, but that's not really happening this season because the Spiritborn, which will drive a bit of interest. But past the 6th week, it's pretty much just a lead balloon at that point. And then, you know, obviously interest picks up again at the beginning of the next season. That's just how the Diablo goes, and that's how a lot of these games go. I mean, you can see it in the Twitch directory, you know? First week over 80,000, second week 60, next week 40, and then now it's like barely getting over like 10k. If that, right? If that. And it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, but it does give a fairly accurate representation of like the general interest. Like I don't know what the ratio is. It isn't like, you know, it's a very large ratio. There might only be 10,000 people watching it, but there's probably like 200,000 people playing it, kind of thing. But you know, it's contextual. I ran out of water already? Fuck. I only just put some... I just put water in there. Morning, Optimus. What's wrong with your mighty throw? Got really good EQ. You got really good equipment. I mean, Mystic, you need to build up glyphs 45 plus, but your top damage 300. Yeah, I mean, if your glyphs are not like in the 90s and your gear isn't masterworked properly, you're going to be missing like 10, 15 times the damage that you see me do, for example. Masterworking and glyph levels are extremely important. Having the right gear is like 20% of the build. We have a lot of work to do to get it up to a level. Like even my build is like not even anywhere near what it could be maxed out. So even though I'm doing like 1 to like 1.5 billion, there are people doing 4 billion with the same build. That's how much, like even my damage could be doubled. That's how important masterworking is. My Fury management is a combination of things. It's Call of the Ancients, it's my permanent shout uptime, enhanced Whirlwind, and Ring of Starless Skies. Those are all contributing to Fury regen. It's like quite a few things that get this build up and running, but I would say mainly hitting multiple enemies and having Call of the Ancients up all of the time is going to be the biggest gainers on your Fury there. Hey Kodo, onward to Paragon 300. I'm not even thinking I'm gonna try. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not aiming for it. It is far too much work for me. If you're following my build, yes, Conrad, I don't recommend the Grandfather with my setup. If you take the Grandfather, you have to change quite a few other things with the build as well. Oh, that was a boss in there. I had no idea. What's up, Nexty? You're at 286? Ah, you're farming, dude. Way ahead of me. Well, and then again, I'm playing Barb, so... Wait, why is he not vulnerable? Well, that was weird. Your friends only play for 2 weeks, mostly in the middle of the night, never finish their characters and then stop playing. I don't stop until I'm the best I can be. Oh, I was just saying that like I can see like the general trend of the game because of like being a content creator. And that about 6 weeks is where it really starts to take a turn and come back down quite aggressively. That was the gist of what I was saying. Conrad, unless unless you're using, if you're using a grandfather, those additive stats are pretty, and I know this is a little counterintuitive, but they're pretty meaningless. Like there is no overpower goal, there is no crit damage or vulnerable damage goal. They are all an amalgamate of additive damage. It doesn't matter which one you get, they're all the same. You just go for the one that you get the highest number in. If you have a grandfather, obviously going into crit damage is better, but like if you don't have a grandfather and you're still going to crit damage, there's not really anything wrong with that at all. So you don't have to like re-roll all of your gear. It's not that necessary, because at the end of the day, even if you did, you might get like an extra 1 or 2% damage. You know, it's not really going to make or break the bank. You need to focus on making sure that the build, you know, works. You know, if you're following a build guide and you're making changes to it, you need to understand like what those changes mean and what you know, what you're going to have to compensate for elsewhere in the build in order to fit that item in. You know, the polearm was chosen for a very specific reason, and that's because you need the tempers that are on it. So if you don't have the tempers on that weapon, then they have to be somewhere else. You can't just slap a grandfather on and expect the build to work, right? Because the build was built a certain way. They're not plug and play. A lot of them are not plug and play. You have to build them as they are in order for them to work as intended. And then sometimes that would lean into certain like stat choices being better, but again, it's not something worth really complicating the matter with. I would say follow the guide. If I recommend stacking any stat, I would mention it in either my video or my guide. If I don't, then you just follow what's on the planner. I do flock. Yeah, it's on the channel, mate. Definitely try the Spiritborn Cat. I mean, I'm going to. You know, you saw me leveling one the other day, right? I'm on it. I'll probably max it out at some point. Yeah, I have a max. I have a mighty throw planner. Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you check my most really recent uploads, I think like the most recent 3 are this build and mighty throw. And then the planners are in those. So actually, the mighty throw planner might even be in the description of the stream, to be honest with you, I think. Sometimes it's hard to keep track, 'cause I'm on Twitch and YouTube, and like updating both channels at the same time is, I mean, I'm not very well organized. I'll just be honest with you. I got fuck all organizational skills. Hey, you alright, comrade? Hey, Possession. Chaos, boys. Fucking chaos. Should probably kill this. What's up there? The amount of times I almost time one of these because, or don't time one of these, there's not enough enemies, is kind of crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and kill them all. Stop, dude. Excuse me. If you're exploring the implement of the rumble glyph into mighty throw, no, I haven't tried working it in. I don't know what aspect I would drop for it. And then there's the awkwardness of having to stand in them and spawn them. There's probably an angle for it, but I don't think it would work with my current setup. I think I've seen a couple of people try it, but like most of them struggled to get 5 stacks of rumble. And then for having to stand in the earthquakes is kind of awkward. And you got to consider the damage that they're losing when they're not in an earthquake as well. I think it's not a terrible idea. I've not seen a convincing implementation of it though. And to be honest, I've been off Mighty Throw now for about a week. If I spot something that looks really good though, I mean, I'll revisit it and test it out for sure. Is you're not gonna like just want Rumble, you probably play Earthquakes as well. So then if we get ground stomp into the build, are we using tech? I don't know. It's a lot of things that need to be changed, I think. Do I think Air of Perdition is Ugly Bastard does give you more damage, but Air of Perdition gives you movement speed. So it depends on what you're after. Like for me, this is a speed farming build, right? I don't care if I'm doing the most damage I can do. If I can already do like a pit 100 quickly, well, it's not quick, but I mean, I can do a pit 100. I can do like an 85 relatively fast and 80 quite fast, you know, like a 3-minute 80. Things like hordes and stuff like that are fine. I don't want to drop 40% movement speed for a little bit of extra damage that I don't need, but you are right. You would do more damage. You just lose a lot of utility in the movement speed. And then there is the added complication against tougher enemies where you're not getting the cooldown reduction on your war cry to keep your berserking up. You'll drop the damage as well, which can be a little bit hard to deal with depending on a number of things. If you have enough attack speed or if you have anger management, then it's not so much a problem. No Ace Wristwatch. I mean, I'm always open to new build ideas as well. So if you ever see anything that you think's interesting, by all means, share it. I feel like not enough people do that with me. I mean, I'll talk about it, and sometimes I can come off a bit, argumentative. But my way of learning is I'll poke holes in things and I'll try and figure out why they're good. But I mean, if it's not your build, then don't expect to have to sit there and teach me how it works. I like it when people share builds with me. It helps me like find new techs and stuff that I might not be aware of. But I haven't seen a better version of Mighty. I am keeping my finger on the pulse a little bit. I was actually speaking with some Barb friends this morning about it because a new Chinese player took the rank 1 spot on the pit clear, but I think they may have been using some less than ethical methods. According to the recording, it looks like they were using like rune swapping and some fairly other not great stuff. I think they were using some bugs. You did a 105 of natural disaster? Holy shit. You did a 105 of whirlwind? Fuck. Wait, what? Really? That's insane. You gotta upload that. That's probably a world record right now. A 105 with whirlwind. Now that's impressive. That is impressive. Beat Dropper will be investigating today. That's who I spoke with, Optimus. He noticed that the guy was using glyph swaps, rune swaps, and his damage was a little bit suspicious. You're welcome, Letic. I think now currently with like the masterwork bug and everything like that, the website that does the leaderboard should probably start forcing people to show their equipment during the video. So like they have to complete the run and then show their gear afterwards to make sure they're not doing like the like 10-12 masterwork bug and shit like that. Because it is weird that somebody comes into the pit with a really weird build and is hitting for like 150 bill with the Barbarian when nobody else can hit for like over 6. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's not just a good build, that's sus. we need to see some I think we need to see some gear afterwards. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see Whirlwind doing a 105. I mean, it'd be a great advertisement for my build, or at least for the build. Not my build, but you know what I mean, right? The build. People will be like, oh, Poggy's Whirlwind good. That's right. Yeah, you get two ranks of unconstrained for some reason. Yeah, we discovered that bug a week or 2 ago. I just not promote bugs, that's all. Warning survey. Oh yeah, he had 0% resistances, right, Optimus, or something like that? Some weird shit. Yeah, very odd. -10. There you go. Yeah, it was a very odd run indeed. I would say that there's a lot of things in there that, like, I'm not one to jump to conclusions, but there are just a number of red flags. I mean, the fact that they use a bug during the run is definitely not a good sign. You know, you're not really supposed to be able to swap runes, but I mean, you know, to be fair, maybe other people have been doing it, but not as far as I'm aware. Ooh, unique. How am I doing on boss materials? Probably not amazing, but 2 stacks, 2 stacks, 2 stacks. You get them in pretty even distribution, huh? Oh, not Kyovashan. I'm gonna need to grab some more water, boys. I'm really dehydrated. I went for 8 rounds of sparring today, and I was sweating. I was absolutely sopping, mate. The best boss map farm. Oh yeah, if you have tributes of the Titans, this thing here, this is definitely the best. You can get so many, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm farming up a ton so I can do a crap ton of boss runs because I really need a new Shaco. Actually, I'll take any new Uber unique, whatever. I want to show you guys my new babies. Look at these. These are my new boxing gloves. I got some Cleto Rays, baby. These are really nice. Hento and Mexico, babe. Woo! $12 ounces. Really, really firm though. Really firm gloves. Like these are like the hardest gloves I've ever owned. I like punch my knuckle dusters on, to be honest. Things are fucking savage. And those are my new toys. I had to show somebody. Hey, Johan. It's not a bad change, Burry Sohn, but it's a completely different build. If you do that, you need to get your crit damage. You need to get your crit chance from somewhere else. You're missing 60% damage. You need the tempers that were on the polearm somewhere else. You have to change a lot of things. And, like, by the time you finished, it'd probably be a completely different build. Hey, thank you for the one gift today, Johan. I appreciate that, man. Right. You gifted a sub before you became a sub, though. I gotta admit, I got a bit of a headache. I got punched in the head a lot today. My head is pounding right now. Oh. You're a sub on YouTube? Okay, well, there you go. Wait. A sub? Or do you mean you're a channel member, right? It's confusing because the same word means two different things. How do you keep Fury up? Depends on the build, Amir. Or Amur. A Mr. Cop. I don't know how to say it. I just assume it's supposed to be like Amir. Yeah, tell me your build. I'll tell you the rough reason for your Fury not being good. Meow. I'm a fucking Formula 1 car, baby. Well, no, I'm actually hella slow right now. There we go. I was CC'd. Awkward. Oh, Christ. Oh, no. No, he's sub. Thank you, Johan. Quick, take the gift sub back. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. I'm saving up to do a huge boss run in the near future, by the way. I don't know if you still need boss runs. You've probably been doing a whole bunch. Fury management for this build is fairly easy to solve. Basically, you need the cooldown reduction to get your shouts off all the time, and then also the same for Call of the Ancients. Like Call of the Ancients, the ultimate gives you a ton of Fury. Combine those two with also having like multiple enemies to spin into, because Whirlwind actually generates Fury on its own. That solves that problem. Then for Mighty Throw, I mean, that's a little harder. It's kind of the same answer. You need to keep the Call of the Ancients up. So Eret's Bearing with cooldown reduction on them is like super important for both builds. And then you also have to make sure you're using a bash after every Mighty Throw. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Bash, Mighty Throw, bash, Mighty Throw, bash, Mighty Throw. And kind of the same deal with the cooldown reduction. You got to make sure you're using Yen's Blessings and you're getting your shout off all the time, because that will give you a ton of Fury as well. Hopefully that helps. You're a sub on both. A real fucking gangster man. Appreciate it. Actually, huge. You have 731 eggs and shards. You've got Dories coming out your butt. What the fuck? That's a lot. 731. I got like 70 tributes of Titans to do. But the thing is, I want to try and save up a bunch because I need to farm like all of the bosses. I want to try and farm like a good unique in each slot. So I want a better Magnum Opus, I want a better Eret's Bearing, etc, etc. So this is all about farming a ton of bosses, and like all of them as well. But when I do it, I'll try and let you know like when I'm near finish farming all of these, and then we can maybe we can combine forces and do like literally several days of non-stop Ubers. Farm some god tier gear. You have 13 bill? God, I think I have 3.7. That's like the most I've ever had. I'm not really a big trader though, I gotta be honest. I keep most of like the GG gear I think I might end up using, because I run multiple barbs. As you know, I got 3 barbs and all of them have like a full set of gear. So I could have sold that, but I didn't. Actually, that's 4, so that's me done. But yeah, right now we're just trying to farm all of the is this build? Oh, so Gale, the build is absolutely exclusive to the expansion because you need runes. Without the runes, you can't play the earthquakes. You could play a version off it, but you wouldn't have the earthquakes. So you would have to change it in quite a pretty significant way. Not impossible, because you basically are just going to play the Season 5 Dust Devil Whirlwind, but you can't play this version, no. I have an amulet you are wearing with 4GA. I think I have this one's 4GA. Thanks for the offer, though, man. I funny enough, I'm all gravy, baby. Yeah, if you can find an older video, Gale, for the Season 5 version, you could play that, but it is quite a bit weaker because runes are powerful. Damn, I went to the wrong place. Oh, so I got one of these to hand in. Let me do that real quick. Free stuff. Free stuff. I like that. Oh. Feel like I could drink a gallon of water right now. I was sweating profusely. Oh, it's all boss materials. Ain't that nice? I don't know what it is, my biology boys, but I'm not like that big. Oh damn. I'm not like huge, right? I'm not a big guy. But I suffer fucking so bad at the hands of heat. If I get even a little bit hot, I start sweating like a goddamn water fountain. It's abysmal. So if you could imagine what I'm like when I'm like training, if I'm running or if I'm boxing, my entire body turns into a slip and slide. I'm like, I'd be impossible to do jiu-jitsu with. Because it'd be like trying to do jiu-jitsu with a fucking fish. I just slip right out of your hands. There's no way anybody could get a grip on me. So I'd be soaking wet. And not in the good way. You need aspects, Johan? Good luck. That's all I'm going to say to that. Good luck. Aspects are like rocking horse shit, mate. You're more likely to get a quad GA uber unique than you are a max level, what's it called? A max level aspect, I swear to God. All right, let's do some more of these. Yeah, it's hard because the glyphs that like, sorry, not the glyphs, the runes do provide a lot of power, and for a lot of builds, like the actual engine for how they work, Mighty Throw does work, but you lose like 40% damage. It's kind of insane. Yeah, the goblins are rough, dude. Yes. Snap. Somebody has done like if it's true, and I don't have reason to believe that it's not. I know I know someone in the Twitch chat has done a 105 with this build, I think, or a version of this build, at least very similar. And I know I've confirmed a 100 at least as well, and I've done a 95 myself with like 6-7 minutes still on it. I just don't. Like, once I'm happy with a build, I gotta be honest, boys, I'm far too lazy to push on the pits. I fucking so bored in the pits. I get so bored. I just can't do it. I honestly, it's my least favorite content. I'm sorry. I know it's like the main one for like benchmarking builds. I just don't like it. It's not rewarding enough. You get more gear, more materials, more good shit from doing a horde, which is way more fun and dynamic than you do from doing the pit. I know why it's like that, right? And it makes sense. Like, imagine if like all of the best gear, or like you had really good drops at like tier 100 plus, then people would be mega pissed about the spirit. Even imagine that. Like, imagine how pissed everyone would be if like only one class could do like pit 110 or 120 and got way better loot drops than all the other classes. Because it would end up in a situation where like the classes would have to all be perfectly balanced, or one would just get better gear than the others, and that would make everyone super mad. It makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, it just saps all of the fun out of doing the content for me. I like to be rewarded for what I'm doing, and glyph XP is finite, and you know, once you've done your glyph XP, there's literally no reason to do the pit. No reason, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm in that mode. My glyphs are level 100. Like, every time I do one, I just kind of think to myself, I could just do a horde and it'd be more fun and more rewarding. So I'm going to do that instead. Pay to win? You could kill. Well, I mean, yeah. Yes and no. It'd be re-roll to win. You have to buy the expansion, but I suppose. Like, I have a bit of a. I think I have a more lenient outlook on pay to win than some other people. For me, pay to win is like if you can buy microtransactions from the in-game store to make yourself more powerful. But I think it's absolutely fair to consider, if that were the case, buying an expansion to unlock the new class, which is stronger, would be pay to win. But I'd probably be less bothered with that. But yeah. You haven't seen a fierce wind aspect at all. Game doesn't like you. To be fair, I think I've gotten to like max level multiple times and not seen aspects until like way into max level. Yes, PoE 2. Actually, that might be good to talk about, like, or at least just to mention here for everybody. The Path of Exile 2 early access, if you didn't already hear, has been delayed. It was coming out on the 15th of November. They've moved it back to the 6th of December. So they cited the reason as being they're having issues with like migrating the accounts from Path of Exile 1, I believe, because you're supposed to have access to all of your cosmetics and your like account progress from before, and they couldn't get that to work across like the console and PC and all the server side shit. And so they don't want people like losing their cosmetics or getting their accounts all fucked up. So that's kind of sad though, because I was really looking forward to that. Luckily, it's not like super far away, and to be fair, as much as you hate to see delays, you have to also kind of, in modern gaming, appreciate that they've taken a bullet on the public perception to make sure it's not completely fucked when it comes out. Here's hoping it's not completely fucked when it comes out. Obviously, it's, you could be delayed and still be shit, but they've got a good track record, so I'm gonna trust the developers on this one, and look forward to a better experience when it does come out. Oh yeah, smashed up by something there. What the fuck? He's tanky. Could have been 3 months. Yeah, it could have been. It's like, sorry guys, we're gonna have to delay it until 2026. I think I would have just fucking cried. Honestly. Good chance I would have just broken down into tears. Is War build way more viable at 230, 250p level? War? Not sure I understand, Sandu. Max glyphs, Nexty. So you know when you imprint your gear. I'll show you here real quick. Give you a little visual demonstration, my friend. When you imprint your gear, your aspects have a rank between... Well, it depends on them. Some of them have like slightly different rankings. But most of them are ranked between, well, 1 and 21. To get a max rank in the glyph, you have to hit it on an ancestral item at max level. So it's extraordinarily hard to find these because you have to... I mean, I found a couple, as you can see. But look at how many I've not found. And half of them are shit, I ain't gonna lie. I got Herculean Spectacle, which is huge. But I don't know, maybe like 30% I've hit. And some of these are like some of these are fake ones, like Windbolt Aspect, Sticker Thought. I think Protecting, see, that's only an 8. Stuff like that, right? Those are easy ones to get. But the hard ones, like conceded here, are extraordinarily rare. And you have to also remember, I've played maybe like 250 hours this season, which is more than most of you will play for the whole season, and I'm only 41% complete. Like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. I've been playing Torment 4 for like 230, 40 hours. Like, all but 10 hours I've spent in Torment 4, and I've barely found any at all. It's nuts. Going back to work? No worries, mate. Thank you again for the subs today. I do really, really appreciate that. Have a good day at work, man. Oh, you have anger management max? Hell yeah, dude. I mean, but don't get used to having too many. It's not going to be a lot that are maxed. Unless they fix it with the mid-season patch and they make it much easier. I think they might. I honestly, I think that they might. Nicholas. No, there's a reason for that. The earthquakes created through tech, through the rune, don't scale with force of nature. So they don't get the damage increase. Only the earthquakes created by Bulkathos and the earthquake aspect. Earthquake aspect, there we go. So it's a bit of a weird, like, like there's a error in the game logic. So could call it a bug, could be intended, doesn't work. Yeah, but so Rob's playing the direct damage. He's playing the direct damage Mighty Throw. As far as I'm aware, that one hits. It has higher crit, but it doesn't overpower like mine does. So it does less DPS overall, but it hits for like bigger hits. Rob always loves to go for the big hits. He is a big hit Andy, a big hit enjoyer. The same build, the one that Rob's building, I'm fairly certain the biggest crit I've seen someone do on that legitimately was like 26 bill. So there's a lot of headroom in that one. But it hasn't cleared as high a pit as the version uses the weapon swap variation. Depends on what you want to go for though, because I believe as well with the one that Rob's playing is the one that doesn't require bash. However, the gear requirements on it are fucking awful. Like you need a Shaco with greater affix cooldown reduction, triple masterwork, or you pretty much forget about playing it. Like if you haven't got that, you can't play that build in my opinion. It's far too clunky. It's a good build though, because if you can get it up and running, you don't have to like weapon swap, which means you can just hold down Mighty Throw and blitz everything. I personally don't like it, but I think a lot of people might because it saves their fingers. I'd rather use the weapon swap one because it's more powerful, and then also it allows you to stagger step really easily, which is when your character kind of like, you know, shuffles along like that because you're alternating attacks. If you're running with just Mighty Throw, your character will anchor. They will stand still and not move. And I find that very frustrating. But I might be wrong. I don't know actually if he is playing that. Actually, I need to double check. Did he do a video on it? It'd be cool to see what he's doing, actually. I'll have a look after this run. I'll see if he did a video on Mighty Throw. See what he is running. I saw a video of him like one-shotting. I think it was like a YouTube short. Rob always does a lot of YouTube shorts that I end up watching on my feed. I think he did basically a one-shot on Grigor. I need to check because I'm fairly certain he was playing double shout Hota, Kota, and then Mighty Throw, and I think was he playing Ground Stomp? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he was playing a double shout version though. Because I've gone through most iterations of it already. I prefer Whirlwind Yuzo. But then again, you're asking a guy who plays Whirlwind every season as his primary build. So, I'm very heavily biased. Yeah, like, I'm super heavily biased. But, I mean, you can see how it plays, right? This is Torment 4. You can farm your glyphs to level 100. You know, you've got no concerns with this build. If you're worried about whether or not you can like complete the game, quotation marks, you can. It's fine. It's a little harder because you need better gear than with Mighty Throw to hit the, you know, a similar point. But this build is way faster. Like it's not even close. If you were to put them side by side doing like Infernal Hordes or doing the Undercity, Mighty Throw wouldn't stand a chance. But when it comes to the pit and killing bosses, you know, Mighty Throw's hands down the stronger of the two there. But I mean, I'll still farm. I mean, you'll see at some point. I can kill Uber bosses in like 2 seconds. Mighty Throw can kill them in 1 second. But I mean, 2 seconds isn't bad, right? Hey, Paulio. There's no I there, so it's Paolo, right? My goddamn my English pronunciation brain taking over there and just butchering people's names. You know, standard stuff. You're welcome, Tayfun, mate. You're welcome. You play the Whirlwind since the beginning as well? Hell yeah, man. That's the way. Yeah, I feel the same, Yozo. If I can get to 100, I'm fine. Very little damage. Shut up, witch. You dumb. That boss died in like 0.5 seconds. How's that a little damage? If I don't have the runes to keep the earthquakes generating, should I spec differently? Yes. Just don't go into any of the earthquake stuff and lean more into dust devils. That will be the, you know, maybe put the dust devil aspect on instead of earthquakes, and don't use the earthquakes board. Don't use force of nature. Excuse me. Use Christ, I don't know, what are we not using? Carnage, perhaps? You could run Carnage, get the extra damage while berserking. That might be a good shout. Oh, you're welcome, Muso, mate. You're welcome. Easy. Is this floor 1? I don't feel like I have enough progress. Oh, I spawned a boss down here or something? Didn't even realize. I get cooldown reduction now. Yep. Lovely job. Wrong button. Hey, Nimgo. How you doing, man? Boom. Should be dead. Get the timekeepers. It's 12 p.m. You must be... You like in New Zealand, Australia? The time difference isn't as crazy as you'll think, because I live in Asia. You see, it's 8:40 p.m. for me. I have to imagine it's either East Coast Australia or New Zealand. Oh. Denmark is 12 p.m. in Denmark. That doesn't make sense. You mean... Oh no, it's 12. Oh shit, you know why I got fucked up there, Snap? I forgot. It's AM when it's at night, lol. My bad. I thought you were saying it was midnight. My bad. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Never mind me. Just being dumb. Forget it. Scratch it, boys. Scratch it. Just did a Dalkora dum-dum. It's fine. Can't tell what time it is. Never mind. Blonde moment. That's just a boxer moment. I had my brains mushed in today, so I'm particularly bad. Yeah, we were just talking about that fear. Ripperonis indeed, dude. Feels bad. It's 8 a.m. in Brazil, though. Yeah, America is like the most fucked up time difference. It's like 14 hours or something. No, it's like 9 hours. It depends where in the USA. It's actually, no, it is like 14 hours. Yeah, it's like 14, 13 hours. It's the hardest time zone for me to try and match. Like when I try to have meetings or stuff like that with people from NA, it always has to be at like 6 in the morning, or like, you know, between 2 and 6 in the morning. Really, really, really uncomfortable time for me, which is a shame because that's when I think the majority of people are on, you know, from our community. I wish I could move to America, man, just for stream times. That would be the best. I would happily move to America, like all other reasons aside, purely just because it would be superior for stream times. Yeah, I think 6th of December now. The 6th of December. You know what? I'm not too upset. You know what that means? More time to play Deadlock, mate. More Deadlock gaming. It's going to take me a very long time to get through these. A very long time indeed. Comes out the same day as Marvel Rivals. Oh, well, rip Marvel Rivals. I mean, for me, that's not a terribly hard choice to make. For the build, Renan, check my what's it called? Check my channel. There'll be a full video for it. Excuse me. This is the Whirlwind build. Crikey. Gonna be blasting Rivals? That's because you suck. Yeah, that's because you suck. You bad. Okay, you too scared to play a real game. But I can give Marvel Rivals a go at some point. I'd probably put it on the back burner to play it at some point, you know, providing it's not like dead by the time I get to it. Damn, I'm starving. Holy shit, what the fuck? I had dinner. I mean, it depends on how good the skin shop is, you know what I mean? It's gonna be huge. Is it gonna be huge? I think it'll probably be decent for its initial launch. I'm pretty interested to see where it settles. I haven't seen very many successful Marvel titles. They all kind of fall into obscurity pretty fast. And then obviously Overwatch clones are a dime a dozen at the moment. You know, we had that truly groundbreaking game. What was the one by Ubisoft that just like completely exploded the day it came out and they closed it down a week later? It's a very competitive market that a lot of games struggle to do well in. Concord, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Concord got... It's Sony? Was it Sony? Sorry, Ubisoft, my bad. I'm just used to Ubisoft, like, posting L's all the time anyway, so I just kind of... just by association, I thought it might have been them. But, like, Concord was an Overwatch clone that, like, didn't even break 200 players, so... It's a tough market for sure. You've not really seen any hero shooters come out recently, if, like, not being amazing. I mean, Deadlock is quite unique in its blend of stuff, but even that's kind of, you know, that's died off or settled down to quite a low number compared to where it may have been. But It is an early access, so there is that. But Concord, in my opinion, is far, far more original. Sorry, what did I say? Deadlock. I meant to say Deadlock. Deadlock is far more original. I hope it does well though, because I mean it's a fun idea. I like the idea of playing as the Hulk. You know, that'd be right up my alley. I'd play the fucking Hulk all day. Big Hulk main, big smash. I'd dress as the Hulk for every stream as well. I'd come in painted green from fucking head to toe, play Hulk for 8 hours. That would be the absolute dream, mate. I would stream 20 hours a day if I could do that. The only things I would say on stream are Hulk smash. What a day, dude. All right, we're done. Space Marines 2. That was a solid game. That was a solid game. We, me and Fear here played through the campaign on that one. I had a good time. I didn't really play much of the game afterwards, but I just really enjoyed the campaign, dude. I was quite happy to spend $60 on the campaign, honestly. Completed it on the hardest setting. Had some fucking kick-ass cinematics. Absolutely badass cinematics. Good gameplay, good fun. You know, brother. A lot of brotherhood. A lot of fucking ruffle stomping humies that were bad, you know, bad humies. Just stomp them. I was in fucking stitches. Like when you run through like human enemies, they just explode. I shit you not, like when you run into a human enemy, because like you're a space marine, they just get squashed. They're hot. They blow up. Their fucking arms and legs go flying everywhere. I loved that shit. I thought that was funny as fuck. That was the key moment for the game for me. I think running through people, literally running through them. Because it's like, it's what you would expect, right? If a space marine ran into you, it'd be like getting hit by a train. So they did a fucking quality job of making it feel like you was a train. Yeah, and the boss fights as well, really impressive. Really impressive. Like visually. They did a good job with that game. Good fun. The only thing is the gameplay, like the bulk of the gameplay, the replayability is the online stuff, and I didn't interact with that. So I think we completed the campaign on the hardest difficulty in like 10 hours, which is not awfully long, but like I said, I was very happy with what I got for my money. And they have a whole PvP replayable like PvE mode as well. You know, make your own space marine, weapon loadout, all kinds of shit. There's like loads to interact with. I suspect if somebody like really lent into the game, they could get more close to like 100 hours of gameplay out of it before it got repetitive. I just didn't have the time because I had to play Diablo. Wait. What am I doing? Got 60 for Jesus Christ. I'm barely getting through these. Maybe once I have a full inventory, that'll be like when I switch to doing bosses. That's not going to be very far from now, is it? Oops, wrong button. Christ! Oh! Who hit my microphone? New patch live? No, that's Thursday, mate. Thursday. I'll have to set up a queue system for it, Pinhead. So I'm not too sure how long it'll take me to fill up my inventory. I might not even get to do it today because I have to blast off at 11 p.m. my time for a meeting, and so we'll see how far I can get. If we can, I'll set up like a queue system for it. Like I'll use the stream elements boss, but I mean certainly, but I'm gonna have to try and do it properly. There will be a system in place. They said Fierce Winds doesn't exist? This is weird. No, I spoke with the devs just a minute ago and they said just not for you. They turned it off. Marvels is above PoE 2. Well, that's because the majority of PoE 2 players are going to play it direct through the game launcher, but I see what you're trying to do. That would be like saying Diablo is like lower on the wish list than other people. It has its own launcher, right? The majority of players play through that. In all seriousness. I don't think I've wishlisted it, to be honest. I just signed up for it through the website direct. I have to. Well, we have to. I think you probably knew this, right, Fear? We can't play PoE through Steam. Like, it's not actually even an option for us. So, you know, one of those awesome things about living here. It's so stupid. You have to download it through, is it the Cow Talk? No, I play direct, but I have to play on Japanese servers, because if you want to play on Korean servers, I think you have to do it through Kakao Games, or is it Diam Games? I can't remember. It's one of those two shitty platforms. And if you play on that platform, it's going to be hard locked in the Korean language and completely unusable for us. So I play on the Japanese servers through the direct client. But that means no matter what I do, I can only play at like a minimum of 80 or 90 ms. Kind of sucks considering the game's going to be pretty network sensitive, considering it's like, you know, a Souls-like game. You got to roll out of combat and shit. Same as Lost Ark. Yeah, dude, Lost Ark is a pain in the ass too. That's Diam, right? Diam. Yeah, that's really, that really sucks for me, because I was super hyped for Lost Ark. I've been following it since it was first announced, like in 2014. I'm talking like for years. I'd really wanted to play Lost Ark, and it didn't come out into the West until like 4 years ago or some shit, right? It's quite recent in the West. And after having waited for it for like 6 years, they finally announced it is launching in the West, like literally the exact same time that I come to Korea. And then I came to Korea and I thought, well, still, it might be out for 6 years already, and I'm starting at the like right at the arse end of the game, but still I get to play it, right? No. I can't play it because I can't read a fucking word of Korean. And I was just like, oh, what a dick, dude. So it's like, now that I can finally play it, I have to play it on like NA servers with 300 ms. I was like, wow, fuck this shit, dude. Guess I got, dude. Actually made me pretty sad. I could have played on Japanese servers. I know that's what That's what a lot of like Final Fantasy 14 players that I know do. They play on Japan servers that live in Korea and stuff like that. Because again, it's like not here. You tried Korean WoW, it's bad? You can't say that, that's racist. All WoW is the same. Didn't have any shouts, so I didn't have any damage. Feels bad. Imagine if I got one ancestral. That'd be wild. That'd be crazy. Oh, I got one. That is crazy. Holy moly. Yeah, I can't believe that. The craziest thing that's happened all day. It's on movement speed too. Rip. That's a lot of people out here. Oosh. Oh man, this one's a bit juicy. This is a pretty well populated undercity. I like this a lot, dude. Wait, you actually just got one? Yeah, you're welcome. Just you send that check to my PO box, alright? I'll pick it up tomorrow. Don't tell anyone, remember. I can't imagine there's a very large community of WoW players on Korean only servers anyways, fear to be honest. Like that's the thing, like Korean gamers are very homogenized. They're all on League of Legends, Lost Ark and Overwatch. Like if you play any other game on a Korean only server, expect to only see about 4 people on it. Because there is like basically the top 3 and then everything else has got absolutely nobody on it whatsoever. And yeah, it's not very good. It's not very good for a multiplayer game, that's for sure. Like if you can check like on because a lot of these stats are available because people need to have people need to actually sign in with their government ID to play video games. So there's like is it like a census on what people are playing because the government can actually see that stuff, and something like 46% of people play pretty much exclusively only League of Legends in Korea. Out of like all of the gamers here, 46% of them just play League of Legends. So every other game in the world is already just fighting over 50%, which is kind of crazy. And then I think after that, it's like Lost Ark with 20. So it's like, and then it's like Overwatch with 10 or something like that. It's nuts. So like for any game that isn't Lost Ark, Overwatch or League of Legends, like only like 5% of Korean players are the potential market for it. So a game like WoW probably has like 1,000 players. It's wild because Korea is a small country as well, mind you. It's only 50 million people. They're just all prolific gamers. Though I understand that like Diablo actually has quite a good following here. D2 Resurrected especially has a really good following in Korea. You go into like any PC cafe, like a gaming cafe here, or they're called PC bungs. They're always gonna have like at least a handful of people playing D2 Resurrected in them. No matter where you go, there's always gonna be a few of them. Sat there blasting, dude. Best way to get glyphs? Glyphs? Yeah, I mean, Nightmare Dungeons are great. Generally speaking, it's just, you know, they can drop, they drop in like more or less equal chance from anywhere. It's just a time thing. And you just need to play. Is the honest answer. PUBG is big here. PUBG's big, is it? I'll have to check out the stats on that one because I could swear I've like never seen anyone play it. But I don't know. I haven't been out of the house in like 4 years. Is it actually? Because I like PUBG. I don't like having to play it through Cow, but you know. Did I play League? No, not even a little. Ah. Hey, you know when I first started dating my wife, my wife? When I first started dating my wife, I remember this, this was in like the first 6 months, so we're pretty early days, right? I took her to a PC bang because we were just kind of bored. We wanted to hang out somewhere, so we went to a PC bang and we were going to play some games together. And we played a bit of PUBG. And I shit you not, within about 3 deaths, she was already punching the keyboard and swearing out loud. Like she was going bang, 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 Sekiya Shibo. And I was just like, okay. Because it's like, you know how it is. Like in the PC cafes, you're sat like shoulder to shoulder to people. Like you've not really got that much space. You've got probably like, I don't know. What is that? Less than a meter across. And then there'll be someone sat pretty much right next to you. And yeah, we'd barely even been playing for half an hour. She got killed on drop for like the 3rd time in a row. And she just fucking punched down on the keyboard super hard and shouted like basically like fucking bitch. And like the poor kid sat next to her, just like, what the fuck? She's going absolutely ballistic at this shit. That's right there, right then I knew she was the one. Yeah, she can't play. She's literally said that. She's like, I can't play anymore. I'm too competitive. I'll just get too angry. I was like, yeah, I understand that. I don't play a lot of comp anymore because of the exact same reasons. I can't afford it. I can't afford a new keyboard every week, you know? And easy. Ooh, a World of Warcraft 2 movie. You know, I would love that because I really, really did like the first one. Would be good on YouTube though. Well, small Korean lady gets far too angry and breaks husband's equipment. I'm like, I didn't do anything. She went, no, it's your fucking fault. You made me play the game. Bash, 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 bash. All gone. Some smash, dude. You saw it 10 times? I've seen it a couple of times. I took my dad to watch it and he didn't understand a fucking thing that was going on. he didn't have any idea what the fuck he was watching. But it was, I mean, you know, except from the part where Gul'dan took his robe off to have a fucking MMA match, they did pretty well. I mean, Gul'dan was never a fucking fist fighter, let's be honest. I don't remember that in the game. But I would love a second. I mean, even a Diablo movie would be really cool. I think like they had enough success with that to prompt them to make another, right? The Burning Crusade, like if they could do the original trilogy, that would be sick. Like that would be super sick. If we could see, like, you know, if we could see Naxxramas, if it, like from vanilla, I don't know how much they could do in a movie, you know what I mean? But like, you know, that would be sick. If we could also get like a Black Temple Burning Crusade movie, and then, you know, finally top it off with ICC Wrath of the Lich King. Ooh, baby, dude. Was like 10 million. That's enough, dude. Do it again. Make it again. No, I thought there was a success. Oh, I just remember people being like pretty positive about it. I thought they did quite well. Damn it. At least they didn't lose money. Don't we want emerald gems on all weapon slots and runes on armor? No. The reason for that is because the rubies on your armor give you strength, and strength is an additive. No, sorry, misworded that. Strength is a multiplicative damage source, which makes it much more valuable than the additive damage source of crit damage. It also gives you armor, so it's kind of like two birds, one stone. But like, if you're not too sure what those terms mean, the simplified version is multiplicative is far stronger than additive. Much more valuable. As a matter of fact, if you're looking at a Barb build and you ever see the runes on armor, just click off the build, because that person has made it bad. How is strength multiplicative? Right here. Strength is a separate multiplicative damage bucket. It's a 10-to-1 ratio as well, if that's of interest to anybody. Yeah, so like anything that isn't strength, like all of this is additive. You add all of these together. So you could imagine if you have 5,000, I only have 5,000 crit. Just crit, I have 5,000. So if you add like, what is it? 72% on, what's that, like 0.005% damage? That's just if you add my crit. But I have all of those other, like my additive damage is like somewhere around 20,000. So adding 72 crit is a non-factor. It's a non-perceivable amount. You wouldn't even be able to tell. I could take all of the emeralds out of my gear. My damage would not change at all. But if I took all the strength out, my damage would go down by like 40%. Well, they keep changing it, Cat, and it doesn't always work the same way, and sometimes it gets broken and doesn't work the way it says it does, etc. and so forth. It's a nightmare keeping on top of it, I ain't gonna lie. We try, though, we try. Morning, Skidgy. Wait, how's he in here? Yeah, so as far as what's additive, what's multiplicative, strength is multiplicative. And then everything else in here, besides anything that's stated otherwise, so like the inherent crit bonus is multiplicative. You can see it has an X next to it. So crits and overpowers and vulnerable have inherent multiplicative damage. But every single point that you invest from your gear is additive. And so if you want to know how much damage something is giving you, you add all of these up. So we got 5,000, we got 6,500, we got 8,000, 8,700, and then probably down here, we're getting close to like 10,000 just of what we can see on the stat sheet, because there's like a lot of other stuff behind the scenes as well. But I got like 10,000% additive damage. 72 is not a particularly impactful a number against 10k. Like it just does nothing. It's 0.007, right? So it's like, it's literally nothing. But strength is multiplicative. So I have 300 and I have 60 strength, but you would lose 120. So you'd lose 120% of your strength. Sorry, that's not right. 12%. So it's 12%. 12% as a percentage of like 300 is only like 5. But 5% versus 0.07 is like, it's like 100 times better. Napkin math, don't quote me on it, but I mean, it's generally the right idea. Don't use that in a test. That's probably very wrong, but you get the idea, right? Ooh. It's a shame it's a sword, really. Was it a good one, at least? Not even. No, that's fucking terrible. Almost would be... It'd be difficult for it to be worse. Catch you later, cat. Oh, Halloween stuff? Oh, but I'm not gonna... You know, I'm not gonna lie. I might have something lined up for a Halloween stream. Make sure you're here for it. I'm a salvage at double GA and it's going in the bin. 18 minutes. We'll do that.
I need time to do that.
One, two, 1, 2. Oh, the mount is so painfully slow. Please hurry up.
I need time to do that.
I think I'm faster than the mount. I ain't gonna lie. I just stopped getting on the fucking thing. I ain't even capping. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than it. God, I can't click on this. There we go. All right. Because there's a Hellborn here. Sorry, a Spiritborn, whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna go refill my water. I'm sorry. I'm super thirsty today. Ah, motherfucker. Would you guys be impressed if I told you that I actually just chugged a protein shake as well? Leeching? I can't help it, man. These Spiritborn are just too strong and I don't do enough damage. How is that? How is... Wait, how is 4 plus 5 equal 10? Blizzard math in action? What? Wait. Was that Blizzard math in action there, my dudes? I had 4 out of 10. And I got a 5. And it went to 10. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Indeed. Hello? Oh, hello, Ness. Hello, buddy. Hello. You want to say hello to stream? Ness wants to say hello, guys. Come here. Oh. Look at how little his legs are. Look at those little legs. He's a munchkin. He lives up to it. Tiny, ain't you, mate? You don't even... Just his little tail. Hello. Oh, look at this. Handsome fella. Mwah. Smells fantastic. He doesn't like being held, though. He's a weird cat. He's really cuddly, but doesn't like being held. Like he'll snuggle and huggle and purr like a fucking crazy person. But you pick him up and he's like, all right, peace. Every time. Wow, that's a lot of boss materials in that. Lightning resistance. Oh my god, dude. I can't wait to salvage those. See ya. All right, let's go back to those. You call them lowriders. It's fantastic watching him walk around because his belly rubs on the floor. He's basically just dragging his gut around everywhere he goes. Fucking funny as shit. It's also good when him and Happy get into a fight and he tries to square up and he's like half her height. And she just fucking slaps him. Poof. He's heavy though. He's like he's a fucking unit. Really thick. Thick boy. It's like a barrel.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh. I'll do that. We only bought him because he was poorly. Oh, RPP, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, man. Ugh. Maybe I shouldn't have chugged that protein. Woo! It's repeating on me. Yeah, he had what did he have? He had ringworm, so like nobody was buying him. And we got really sad because we're like, well, if nobody buys him, he's gonna get put down if he gets too old. So even though he was like a mess, we bought him, and we spent a lot of money getting him better, like medication and treatment and everything like that. Very, very happy we did. And I ended up with a munchkin cat, which is very cute, very small, like a fucking torpedo though, actually. Cat's unhinged. He's very what's the word for somebody who's like not just clumsy, but like clumsy to a point where like they actually put themselves in danger. That'd be a good word for that. Reckless, maybe? I don't know if he's reckless because it's not like he does it on purpose. He's just fucking accident prone. There you go, accident prone. He's a klutz. Yeah, well, he does like he'll basically like sneak into the fridge. For example, he's done this on several occasions. Like, I'll go in, grab some hot sauce or something. I'll stand up, turn away, and he'll get in the fridge and I'll close him in it. Luckily, he's never been in there for more than like 3 seconds because I'll like turn around and be like, I think I saw a little gray blur in the peripheral of my vision as I closed the door. Then I open it and sure enough, he just fucking sat in there like, hey, what's up? He's been locked in cupboards multiple times as well. Same thing. He'll like get in it while you're not looking, and then you'll close it, and he'll sit in there for like half an hour. Then you just hear like meow, meow, and then the door start going ba-boom, ba-boom. Like, wait, when was the last time we went in that cupboard? We were like fucking 25 minutes ago. Hazardous. He is hazardous, and he'll jump off of anything as well. He managed to get on because like he's small, right? He can't like jump from the same height as a regular cat. Like fucking his legs just explode. But he'll jump from basically any height to the floor. So we have to like be really careful when he climbs up on the refrigerator, which he can get up there, because he'll just launch himself off and smash into the floor super hard. We're like, wait, what? Just try to fucking annihilate himself into the hardwood floor. And maybe the funniest one I ever saw was when he come running across the front room, and he like climbed up onto a chair. Well, he like jumped up onto a chair at full speed and then tried to use that momentum to jump from that chair to the sofa. Only problem was he was about 10 feet away from the sofa. So needless to say, the silly bastard didn't make it, and he just smashed at full speed right into the side of the sofa. And like he ragdolled so good. I was like one of the best IRL ragdolls I've ever seen. Like hit it and you're just like wobbling through the air afterwards. The guy he went into slow mode ragdoll. Just trying to kill himself every 5 seconds, swear. Absolute menace. I saw a really big message there. You just gave up on Barb? Oh, Red, what are you doing? First class in the game, mate. What do you mean? There is... You're playing Spirit with Crushing Hands? Certainly puts the game on easy mode. But don't get used to it. I think it's good to play the Spiritborn, enjoy it while it's strong. Just bear in mind that's not how the game is supposed to be. Like, the Barb is actually very well balanced compared to the content. Like, this is kind of how the game is supposed to be. I just want to kind of throw that out there for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, the Spirit, especially if you're a new player, the Spiritborn is not indicative of how the game is supposed to be. It's fucked. It's broken. It makes the game far, far too easy. Like, Torment 4 is supposed to be hard. Getting your glyphs to level 100 is supposed to be hard. The Spiritborn completely fucked the perception of the difficulty of the game. Massively fucked it up. So like, it's been a bit of a problem this season where people are seeing the other classes as weak, underpowered, or you know, as not capable. However, they're actually the right power. So if you're new to the game, please don't think of the Spiritborn as the baseline, as the correct or intended way for the game to feel and or play. So if, like, next season you can't get to T4 like super easy on the first day, that's why. I see a few. You're like, no worries, Red mate, no worries. Can I check your build? That'd be $50. I'm a busy man. There's a lot of people saying the same thing, Danny, as well, where like they play the Spiritborn and it actually ruins the game for them. I mean, for me, I play each class in a vacuum. I feel like I have a good outlook on the game. I play each class as almost like it's an entirely different game. And that really helps me enjoy each class for the way that it is. I don't play the Spiritborn and then think my Barb is bad. Like, I just think of it as a different vertical of the same game. And I don't compare too much horizontally, unless like I'm doing a comparison for the sake of a video or somebody asks. Hey Tristan, good morning to you as well, buddy. You're able to get Mythic except Doombringer. Using a Grandfather in the meantime, was able to beat a 92. Congratulations, buddy, on the 92. That was fucking good for a Barb. Yeah, I hear you, Gil. And it's crazy how fast that happened. Like, people literally played Spiritborn for a week, and then their perception of the game was completely fucked immediately. Like, it was actually scary how fast that happened. Like, 1 week with the Spiritborn, and people like completely fucked on how the game's supposed to be. It's nuts, dude. It's actually nuts. Hey, Naki Nak, how you doing, man? I was taken by surprise. I was like, this is crazy. People are nuts. Are any of these good? No, they're not. Doing great. Fantastic. Good to hear, mate. Oh, Christ. 형님. Wait, 형님, 저 화츠입니다. I'm not too sure what that means. Chabat, sorry, Chabata. I'm not too sure what that means. My Korean is pretty bad. I 조금 알아요. Very little. Also, what's Hyungnim? Does that mean like bro? Good to see you again. Welcome back. I think I left too good of an impression on how good my Korean was. It's Big Brother. Ah, that's cute. Like from a male, right? Is it from a male to an older male? Must be Hyungnim. Okay. I want to start taking some lessons soon and actually get my Korean up and running. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I thought so. I'm getting better. Each day is a new challenge. I have to speak a lot of Korean at the gym that I go to, but my Korean is super basic. Very basic. Am I famous? Surely not. I can't imagine that too many of them. They must follow like other Korean, but there's a lot of very good Korean barbarians. I think Don't Hit Me's Korean, right? I can see your message, Instinct. Why did I? Oh, you did say one. Sorry, I missed it. Temper throw to cast twice. It's deal double damage, I believe. Not cast twice. There's an issue. That really is an issue with the bloody planner. It's a mobalytics planner bug. Yeah, it's deal double damage, not hit twice. I'm gonna report it again. Hang on. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Let's see if I can get that fixed. I'm gonna try Leap Barb. Yes, Snacky Knack. I need I think I need some boots. I need some Warcry boots. These. Because I need to put leap on them. Leap cooldown, but I don't want to use these boots because they max roll Dust Devil size. And I really don't want to roll off of this. Warcry or Brawling? Good question. Brawling ranks would give me Ground Stomp. Movement, strength, brawling skills. It would be brawling skills, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're right. It would be brawling skills. Oh, hopefully I haven't salvaged some because I've not been looking for the right boots. Imagine. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I've salvaged the right boots because I was like looking for the wrong ones. Yeah, because I think that the move from one to the other is very easy from here. Like basically all we're going to do is we're just going to take the we're going to take Whirlwind off and put Leap. That's basically it. We put Giant Strides here and that's it. Like we have different boots, different boots. Even this is the same, right? So I use the same weapon. I changed the aspect. Obviously, I can't use this weapon. But I changed this weapon, these boots, changed these two aspects, and boom, we're playing Leapquake. Leapquake. The only problem is I haven't found a replacement boots with Brawling, and that's about it, actually. I think if and this needs to be Brawling skills, not Warcry as well, which that would actually be good for this build, because this uses Ground Stomp as well. Do you need a Lochran? Do you need a Lochran? You don't need it, no, T. You haven't got the Temper Scroll for it yet. It doesn't exist in is it Insane Instinct? It doesn't exist. It's only double damage. Double attack doesn't exist. It's just a problem with the planner on Mobalytics. I just pinged our devs. Hopefully we can see if that gets snorted out. Oh, I thought the boss wasn't spawning them for a second. That was weird. Light him up. Lockrins that's 4 GA with a 33 out of 40 aspect. Luckily for you, the Lockrins does not need to hit well on the unique affix. It's quite unique in that aspect where usually it's not too important. Like for me, like you see mine's a 20, right? Doesn't matter. As for how much it cost, the only problem is that it's only used to like very few builds. I would be surprised if it wasn't worth like at least 10 build plus. But it depends on like what the current market is like for, at least as far as I know, Whirlwind Barbs and maybe even Leapquake Barbs, but probably not Leapquake. Leapquake, I'd imagine, would want an extra a regular amulet instead. I mean, the best thing to do would be to check, to be honest with you, on Diablo.trade, but it's worth money, mate. You've got something decent there. You'll get some cash Ola for it. I can't pick this up for the life of me. Just so many gem fragments, bro. Fuck. Which one am I gonna speed for? What's with my camera angle? I'll see. I mean, maybe both. My camera angle's like way out of whack. Like, why is my character here? Like, why am I there? It doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? I'm gonna run off the screen in a minute. It's all messed up. Hello? Oh, that was weird. What build is strongest? Strongest is Mighty Throw. But this is the fastest. So if you're looking to push pit, all that good stuff, then you can't go wrong with Mighty Throw. But if you're speed farming, or, you know, maybe just looking for a more generally chill type of play, then this is better. You do need better gear for this build, though. Hey, Ninja Star, you doing, man? But I've seen some pretty good Leapquake builds so far this season. I think I saw somebody doing a refinement. Very nice. I think I saw somebody doing a 93 in like the first 2 weeks with Leapquake. Maybe, or was that from the PTR? You know what? That might be from the PTR. Never mind. What was that sound? I'm really thrown off now. I hate that. Sometimes I'll think I hear something in the house and then I'll take my headphones off and then there's no sound anymore. That shit freaks me out. I don't like that at all. I always get worried it's like one of the cats is like stuck somewhere where they shouldn't be. Usually Ness. Just the other day, Happy turned the oven on. So we've had to start covering up the oven controls because the fucking cats are like actually trying to cook food or something. I don't know. Wait. Oh, okay. Your cat got in the oven. Yeah, well, that's even more scary. We had and turn the hobs on. Yeah, that's what our cat did. Turn the hobs on. So now we have to cover up the hobs because they can turn them on. We still though, I mean, you don't want them to get used to getting in the oven, right? Cat scares the shit out of you. You think, well, what if? Oh, it's in the game. But I think the scariest one was when Happy, which is the bigger cat, she jumped up onto the worktop, and she was somehow stupid enough to try and lick boiling oil out of the frying pan. Like I was making bacon, and as I was holding the pan and moving the bacon to the plate, and she like jumped up and like immediately stuck her face in it and licked it. Needless to say, she like burnt herself. She had like a pretty bad scab on her face. You had to take her to the vet and everything, but she was fine. I tell you what though, she is fucking petrified of frying pans now. If she even sees a frying pan, man, she runs for the hills. So she learned the hard way. But I mean, cats are fucking suicidal, I swear to God. She's like, well, that bacon smells good, and practically jumped right into the frying pan. It's like, what the fuck? No like sense of urgency or like danger. They just jump head first into everything. Oh, when they play. Actually, one of the funniest things, I know it's mean, but when like a cat gets stung on the nose by like a bee or a wasp, they fucking get the great big. Look at that huge nose. Actually, the funniest shit ever. Poor girl though, or poor cat. It's not nice, but I mean, it's also kind of funny. No, overpower mighty throw is the strongest in terms of like pit clear and stuff like that. It has the highest DPS for sure. You started a second Barb to get Mighty Throw, got stuck level 15, went back to Leap. Level 15? Shit, T-Pat, you didn't even fucking try. That's like 5 minutes in. What the fuck? Get back on it, level it up. Highest DPS in D4, not in the game, no. Not in the game. D4 is it's got a couple of bugs at the moment. Some other classes are like bugged out and can do stuff that's a little bit off the reservation. Oh, you just said I'm the highest. I thought you said, is it the highest? You're the highest DPS in D4? Well, GG, dude. I mean, if we're being honest, most of the best builds in the game are usually due to some sort of unintended interaction. The life of a build maker is usually finding those. You're the god of D4? Well, please teach me your ways. I need to learn how to play. Alright, can we hurry up and get the progress? I want to do this refinement. Okay, never mind. Why would I play Spiritborn, dude? I'm a Barb main. Spiritborn's are icky. Will Whirlwind do more than Leap? The evidence available at the moment would suggest Whirlwind is better. As far as I know, I've not heard of anyone doing a 100 on Leapquake. So, because that's been done on Whirlwind and not on Leapquake, I would say for now, it would seem to be the case. Congratulations on the 103 met. That's not easy to do, mate. That's higher than me. So congratulations to you, man. You want to make a nice charge build, MT? I would love charge in Season 4. And they got the new aspect, which could make it pretty good. But I'm worried about its T4 performance, especially on bosses. Bosses would be my biggest concern. But I do like I do like charge. Charge is hella fun. Like season 4 charge Barb with the faults, beautiful. No boss to worry about. Fucking loved it. It is blasted through that shit at 1,000,000 miles an hour with zero concern for anything. That was the way, boys. That was the way. I just TP'd to the wrong place. I do that. Hey, what's up, Kirk? I understood. Oh, I did misunderstand. That's quite normal. All right. Yeah, I think Leapquake could be like really good though. It's very chaotic as well, which makes it a lot of fun. I'd imagine it's faster though. It like because of the mobility of Leap. Any GA strength 2-handed mace max life anything? Do I have it? I don't have any of those. I've been saving up GA strength, but I haven't got any doubles. I'd love a double. Give to me, please. Give me give me a GA strength crit damage. Thank you very much. Appreciated. Oh, that's what I want. I'm reading chat and not paying attention to the Undercity run here. So if anyone's wondering why I'm like spinning into a wall, that's probably because I'm looking at chat. Yeah, leap doesn't allow you to control where you go on controller. So that's always something to worth bearing in mind. You want to get laid more than anything? Well, that's the problem. You're playing Spiritborn, and that's going to immediately put any prospective mate off. They're gonna be like, oh no, gross, ooey. Spiritborn? Ooh. But then you tell them you're a Barb main, they'll be like, Barber. I'm telling you, dude. Okay, so why did I switch off hardcore? Pretty good question, number of reasons. I think the main one was basically I make build guides for a living, right? The kind of the core of everything that I do, the streaming, the YouTube, the writing, it all sort of centers around writing guides, and dying on my Barb meant that I couldn't make any guides because I didn't have a character anymore. And so that combined with the game getting more rippy, and not in a very fun way in my opinion. You know, there was a lot of bugs. The removal of the cheap death elixir, which protected you against a lot of these bugs. And then even this season, the audacity to add in surprise instant death mechanics. That was kind of like a pretty obvious red flag for me. Dawn bug, it got me, dude. It got me, Ghost. I got fucked by that one. You know what? That was a real turning point for me because I was rank 1 in AOC. I was popping the fuck off. It was only like a week into the season and the Dawn bug killed me. Pissed. Pissed is the word. That was a good one though. Dalkora has been executed by Dalkora. All right, fantastic. Anyways, boys, I'll see you next season. Whirlwind is still getting updates, but it hasn't been updated in like the last 5 days because there is no updates. The build is pretty locked in at this point. Good to see you, Ghosty mate, though. Thanks for stopping by, you sexy devil. What I miss? Hey, Kiori, how you doing, man? If I had a mod, I'd give you a shout out, but you can have to just hold on a minute because I'm gonna want to make sure these guys go check you out. Because if they don't, they're getting coal in their fucking Christmas stockings. I'm telling you, Santa's a good mate of mine. I'll make sure every single one of these fuckers who don't follow you get a big old sack of coal. And I'll tell you what, I'll get Santa to take a shit in their bread basket as well. So don't be surprised when you wake up on Christmas morning to find a Christmas log in the bread basket. All right. I just need to get to the safe zone before I can do the shout out. Yeah, it's a different kind of Christmas log though. It is still chocolate, just not the good kind. All right. Safe zone. Chocolate and sweet corn. Do you think Santa eats a lot of sweet corn? I feel like his diet, to be honest, Santa strikes me as the kind of person who just eats steaks. He's a meat and potato kind of guy. Every meal, just a slab of steak, a roast Hades. I don't think he has sweet corn. I don't think he eats many vegetables, unless it's a root vegetable. Am I crazy? You reckon? Oh, venison. That's kind of fucked up, man. That's kind of I ain't gonna lie, Cat. That's kind of fucked up. That's pretty messed up. What are you saying? Where is he getting that venison from? That's twisted. That's dark. No. Whoa. You went there. Absolutely. Yeah, why do you think he's had the same reindeer this whole time, huh? Oh, shit. Yeah, how old is Rudolph now? Like 80? Yeah, he hasn't had any new reindeer in a very long time, has he? That's fair. I tell you, I think we might be onto something here. We might be onto something. Holy shit. Cash has fucking popped the lid off the whole thing. The Santa conspiracy. How do you get the tributes? Each tribute drops from some specific type of content. So it depends what one you're after. But there's... I need to get a link for this. There's a really handy resource that tells you where you can get like everything. But like the tribute I'm doing for bossing, you get it from bosses. You get from the pit. You get the rune one, or do you get the? I can't remember which one you get from the pit. Oh, where is it? I don't have it. It's on Reddit. I'll have to dig it up for next stream. I don't have it right now. Giori's saying Lapland is in Finland, so meat and potato sounds about right. Hey, look at that. I guessed it on the money. But I think this whole venison, like, you know, Santa not having any new reindeer for the last, like, 100 years makes a lot of sense. He's been eating the fucking babies. He's a twisted, dark man. I knew there was something wrong with him. He breaks into people's houses every year. He's fucked up, dude. He's messed up. We get anything good? I don't think we did. The mythic ones are rando from world bosses and tree caches. Yeah, from what I've been told, the radiance ones, Danny, the best way to farm them is to do whispers. But, you know, with the understanding that they are really rare. All right, hang on a minute. It is Tuesday, isn't it, boys? Or am I dumb? It is Tuesday. I gotta make sure. It's just about this meeting. I gotta see. I might not need to go. Or I might. I don't know. All right. Okay. No, I do need to turn up. All right. Never mind. Okay. All right. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, never mind. I'm already in. Fuck. Hang on a minute. Clicks enter. Smokey, the main way to increase your fury regen is going to be Stardust Sky, first of all, that reduces the amount that you're spending by 50%. Huge. And then you need these pants with the cooldown reduction on them so you can keep casting Call of the Ancients. Because this ultimate gives you a ton of fury, my friend. A ton. It's one of the main reasons you see it in a lot of builds is because you can just keep popping it over and over and over again and have unlimited fury. And you don't need to generate fury when those ancients do it for you. Excuse me. I'm really burpy today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm so gassy. Probably because I need a pizza. I probably need a I need a pizza and some buffalo chicken wings. I think that's right. That's probably why. Back me up here. Tell my wife. Tell my wife I need pizza and buffalo wings. I'm too gassy. What's the first thing you need for fury? A barbarian. That's the first thing. I'm kidding. Ring of Starless Skies. Like, that's such a shit joke. Please don't laugh at that. You need, like, a Ring of Starless Skies is a very good unique to go for first on the Barbarian, because reducing all of your fury costs by 50 is the difference between a build working and not working in a lot of cases. But secondly, getting a good, decent pair of Eretz Bearing with at least, you want at least 70%, well, you want 70% cooldown reduction on Call of the Ancients ulti. That's going to solve pretty much 90% of fury issues for 90% of builds. It's very, very powerful combo, that. So Santa's from Finland. I didn't know that. We're learning some Santa lore here. He was green? Slander. The elves are green. Blame Coca-Cola for red and white. I love that. They slap their branding on Santa. Get fucked. To be honest, and I like one of my favorite, and like I don't know why, but like one of my most favorite adverts of all time is abso-fucking-lutely the Coca-Cola Christmas advert with all of the lorries driving down the wintry road. I can't remember, I think Santa's in it a little bit, but that fucking advert, boys, that is actual Christmas right there for me. I'll show you the one I mean. I'm in a timed defense. Hang on a minute. I'm dumb. I'm like in the middle of a time trial. I'm like, I'm gonna bring a video up. Hang about. I'm gonna get demonetized on YouTube for showing this. 100% Coca-Cola won't let that slide. They'll be like, he showed a 5-second clip of a 30-year-old advert. Take his stream. The waitress makes you sad adverts. I don't know that one. The only Waitrose advert I ever remember is when they mispronounced David Stowe cheese and they called it David Stowe. And as a Cornishman, where David Stowe cheddar comes from Cornwall, which is where I live, and we're very passionate about little stupid things like that. I got very angry. It's David Stowe, not fucking David Stowe. Fucking Welsh pronunciation. I'm not having that. From Cornwall. Fan of gangsters? You want to slap? I will fight you over a gangsters. I'm not for it. I'll just fight you for eating it. If I see anyone in the street take a bite out of a gangsters, I will run across the road and punch him right in the chops. Fucking, it's a steak slice at best. Oh shit, you lived in Cornwall? I feel for you, man. It's a hard place to get away from. I still have my little Cornish prides. A Cornish lady? You mean a Cornish maid? She got well eggy. She got well eggy. It's a Cornish maid, mate. It's a Cornish maid. But no new update, Skidgy. No, the build is still the same, mate. Yeah, I don't really buy into this whole holidays or Christmas debate. Like if like somebody's honestly offended if I told them Merry Christmas, I'd say Happy Holidays to them. I really don't care. I feel like it's an odd thing to get upset about, but I mean, it is what it is. I would never like intentionally offend somebody, but I would say Merry Christmas. My family say Merry Christmas to each other. I don't see how like that hurts anybody else. Maybe I'm just a country bumpkin who's ignorant of the real world. But I say Christmas. Please don't cancel me. The best Barb build? Depends on what you're looking for. Excuse me. So Mighty Throw's the strongest, does the highest damage, but it's a little slow and it's a little clunky. Whirlwind, which is the build I'm playing right now, is way faster. A little lower damage, not going to get as high in the pit. Takes you a tiny little bit longer to kill Uber bosses, but it's still very, very, very strong. But it takes a little longer to get it going. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared to do a little bit better gearing before you're ready. And once you get it going, though, it's not shabby. I love Cornish pasties, by the way. I fucking love Cornish pasties. It's my favorite food in the whole world. Christmas commercial. All right, you know what's really fucked up as well? This is actually going to demonetize my YouTube stream, but I want to show you guys. I know it will. There's no way Coca-Cola will insta ban this. Like this is gonna cost me. Like it's gonna cost me the whole stream. But I really want to show you guys what I'm talking about. This advert. This is Christmas right here, boys. As soon as this fucking banger comes on the TV, that's when Christmas starts. Watch out, look around. Look at that shit, dude. This is Christmas right here. I know it's a little early, but this is the fucking one, boys. Santa's an absolute bang. The 95 one, though. It's the old one, not the new one. Yeah, look at this, dude. Little old me, dude. I'd watch this with dribble coming out of my mouth, dude. I want a Coke. You know, where I lived in Cornwall, you never seen this much light anyway. It's like this dazzled the fuck out of me. I was like, holy shit, dude. There's like lights at nighttime. Where I fucking was pitch black in the middle of the night. I literally lived on a farm. That was it. That's the one I was talking about. That shit for me was Christmas, bro. Yeah, well, rip the monetization on the YouTube stream. It was a good stream, but that's all gone now. Actually, I'd be really surprised if they do get me. I would be surprised. What actually, should we take some bets for the next stream? How much do you guys bet that for that 1 minute ad that I just played, by the way, it was an ad, they copyright my stream. Like, it's not a strike, but they'll like claim the revenue from the stream. What do you reckon? 3 hours stream, I play a Coca-Cola ad, and they claim it. What do you reckon? You think they will, bro? Yeah, some of these like big companies are fucking ruthless. Like, you even say Coca-Cola too many times, and they'll be like, "Yeah, we'll be taking that money. Thank you very much." Because there's like a difference between a copyright claim and a copyright strike. If like you watch their content on YouTube, they just take the revenue, right? They just take the money from you. But if they strike you, that's when, like, you know, you get in big trouble. I got another refinement. Where'd that come from? I think they might. I have some experience with this stuff happening where, like, I remember Tesla did it because I showed like literally 1 second of the Tesla robot. I was like, oh cool, look, here's the Tesla robot. Dragged it onto the screen, it was just like a picture, and I dragged it off again and they took it. And I was like, motherfuckers. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Hey chat. Oh, hey chat. Wait, I'm chat. Wait, no, you're chat. Hello, Shorty. Second try. All right, I'm gonna quickly grab my wedding ring. I just realized I'm not wearing it. I feel really weird without it. And before anyone starts making any jokes, I can't go boxing with my wedding ring on, can I? How do they know? AI. Smokey, AI. You're lucky though, Kyori. If you had those trucks go into your town, I never seen those trucks in real life. I would fucking love to. I would love to. That'd be so fucking cool. Like, even now, as like a fully grown-ass man, I would really like to see the Coca-Cola trucks. Not because I even drink that much Coca-Cola, because I don't. I drink Dr. Pepsi, and even then, I don't drink a lot of that either. I did. I don't anymore. I drank I was actually not too long ago, I bought like 2 crates of Dr. Pepper Zero, and then I was just like, I don't feel so good after drinking all of those. But I would love to see that, just because of the advert. Oh, that's cool, dude. Now, how come Wales gets that and Cornwall doesn't? Probably because the fucking lorries would never get into Cornwall. I actually, no shot, they probably just wouldn't be able to get in. Like, that many lorries. I mean, I've seen like transit fans get stuck in Cornwall and they can't move. down like a B road, and they're just fucking wedged in there. Bournemouth had the Coke lorries as well. Oh, so I just lived in the one part of the country that never had them. Fantastic. Cornwall coming through with the absolute clutch again for being the world's most boring place. That's sad. I do like Cornwall. It's quiet, but anyone who's been can probably imagine what it's like to live there. There's fuck all to do. Absolutely fuck all to do. And I don't know if anyone's familiar with the public transport there, but holy shit. The buses stop at like 6 p.m. And like, especially where I used to live in a little place called Porthtowan, the buses would stop at 6 p.m. No buses at all. And then they didn't run at all on a Sunday. No bus service on a Sunday. So if you didn't drive, you were fucking stuck in Porthtowan, completely and utterly like isolated from the rest of the world. Because Porthtowan's like 13 miles away from Truro. And it's even like 5 miles away from the closest other town, which is Snagness, which is an equally small fuck all to do type village. No, it's like I was literally like, there's nothing other else to do than to play video games. So I guess I don't regret it for that, because I probably wouldn't be here if I didn't do all of that stuff. But man, that place was boring as fuck to grow up. Oh, Falmouth? Oh, Falmouth would have been a trek. It would take me, with the morning traffic, that like you get in Cornwall, not because there's a lot of people, but because the roads are shit, it would take me to drive from Porthtowan to Falmouth probably like 2 hours in the morning. I kid you not, because everything just is a gridlock. I think they're fixing it now, but all of the main roads in Cornwall are what's the word for like single lane, right? Well, that probably is the right word. It's a dual carriageway. Traffic goes one way on each side, and that's it. There's no overtake lane. It's just one lane up, one lane down. And that's all of the main road. Literally the main roads were fucking dual carriageways, so you couldn't move for shit. Yeah, and then a tractor would fucking block everything up for about 20 miles. It'd happen so much. It got so bad at one point. I think I remember I used to just walk everywhere. I used to work in Mount Hawk, which is about, it's like maybe like a 3-mile walk from where I lived, and I would walk there rather than catching the bus because it was quicker to walk 3 miles than to catch a bus. That's how bad it was. It is a dual carriageway. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't drive, so I have no idea. Oh, you lived in St. Ives? Bro, fuck living in St. Ives, especially in the summer. Holy fuck. Yeah, I used to skate as well, Danny, at Mount Hawk Skate Park. Actually, that was a pretty good skate park, not gonna lie. They fucked it up recently. From what I understand, they like turned it into a full-on like scooter park now, but back in the day, dude, Mount Hawk was the fucking place to be. You did? Ah, very nice, dude. Very nice. I remember we had, I think one of the FERT ramps. Hey, Raven, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I think we used to have a pro. Was it Matt Hoffman? I think Matt Hoffman used to live in Newquay, and he paid for the FERT ramp, the very first FERT ramp that Mount Hawk had. I tried to BMX a little bit. I went down the roll-in once on a BMX. I fucking nearly shit myself. But depending on when you went there, you might have seen me once, because I used to go there twice a week. Between like when I was like 14 and like 18, I went there like twice a week. All your skater friends used to go to Mount Hawk. Oh, look at that. How about that? I wouldn't imagine that there'd be so many people in here that knew what the fuck Mount Hawk was. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I used to go there quite a bit. I wonder if I bumped into anyone, like anyone from chat or anyone who knows someone from chat who used to go there. Because I went there for like a long time. Thank you for the shout out for Raven, by the way. Yeah, big shout out to Raven. Apparently he's ordered a very suspicious Halloween. I hope it's a Halloween costume. You guys might want to go check it out. All right, let's quickly salvage. Because I went skate. I was thinking I skated for like 5 to 6 years. Like twice a week. Do I know Beat Dropper? Yeah, me and Beat Dropper are like this, dude. Sometimes we kiss and everything. Tell him to win versus China. I messaged him this morning. He was pissed. He was really pissed, dude. He wasn't happy about that at all. And he was upset he's spaghetti. But it also does seem... that's why the ring is off. Shh, shush, dude. The wife's coming home. Yeah, I take my ring off when me and Beat start talking Barbarian. I'm like, tell me about it. How about that Micro build? But... no, me and Beat have been working together for like the past maybe nearly 3 or 4 seasons. Me and Beat worked together at Mobalytics. He's now over at Maxroll. But you know, we still obviously friends. Like you know, these these platform allegiances are nothing in the face of Barb Bros for life. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, he's aware. He's he's definitely aware that somebody's nabbed the spot. I don't know if he'll go for rank 1 though, because I believe that the person who got rank 1 was using some slightly unethical means to do so. Now I'm sort of just seeing it briefly myself. I've not like analyzed it, and I'm going by from what a few other people have observed. If I'm wrong, then I feel really bad for saying it, but from what I understand, the person was doing like gear swapping in the pit. They were using rune swaps and hitting for extraordinarily odd numbers for the Barb. Like I said, the biggest crit I've ever seen a Barb do, and it was a build specifically set up for just doing one big hit, was like 26 bill, sorry, 26 bill. And even like the version of the build that I have, it can hit about 4 to 5 bill maxed. But you know, it's rapid fire. It's not built to hit just really hard once. The person at 115 did like 150 bill. So they just come in and casually did 8 times more damage than anybody else has ever been able to achieve, which is like mega weird. Mega super not cool. Because there's really only one way that happened. I mean, I think we need to force people to show their gear at the end of a run in order to like validate the run, especially with like the multiple masterwork bug, which I don't know how to do it, so don't ask me. But there's a bug that allows you to masterwork your gear beyond the like regular 3 crits. So you know, you can get it to plus 12. There's like a way that you can get your gear to like plus 36. So instead of just having like 1 orange stat, you can have like 3. And people have been doing that. So that's you know, that's a problem. Sork is about to make a big play for 120. Dude, Bob's getting left behind. Big sad. Stop overtaking us. We've had enough. The tyranny of other classes. But the Barb is like a machine gun this season. Oh. Gauntlets, I think. One-handed weapon. No, gauntlets. Gauntlets are really hard to get. Good gauntlets. And they remain hard to get. One run pit? Alright, I'll do it for $20. I'll do it, fine. For $20, I'll do it. Fine. Just send me the $20 and I'll do it. Got 3 more spots. Where is Koras? There it is. Yeah, by the way, I was going on about living in St. Ives. The problem with St. Ives, the entire town is like a cul-de-sac. If you go into St. Ives, you can't get out. Like, it's like one of those Chinese finger traps. Like, once you go in and you try to leave, you're fucked. Like, you can't. It takes about a week to get out of St. Ives. And if you have a car, forget about parking it. You're better off. And actually, a lot of people did this, and it was fucking hilarious. People would park on the beach, and their cars would wash out to sea. That used to happen, like, actually, like, once a week. People are so fucking stupid. Like, oh, I can't find anywhere to park. I'll just park on the beach. Boom, fucking cars going out. Because the tide comes in really fast. And then fucking the car's just like going out to the ocean. You're like, okay. Obviously a fucking holiday maker doesn't understand how the sea works. That used to happen a lot in St. Agnes as well. I don't know what it is. People's fucking brains turn off when they're on holiday. I swear to God. Oh yeah, St. Ives in the summer is the fucking worst. So bad. And the seagulls... You must remember the seagulls. They are absolutely fucking horrid. The worst type of animal. Like, seagulls in St. Ives are actual terrorists. and I've probably just demonetized myself again. They are actually the fucking worst ever. They are absolutely horrible. They attack kids, they attack old people. If you have food in your hand, they just beat the shit out of you. They will fight you IRL. They will throw hands for food. And they know if it's like wrapped up, they'll come and attack you for the bags and everything. They are awful. Really, really mean little fuckers. And the problem is they're a protected class. So if you like punch one back, you go to jail. You can't even like beat them. Hey, if someone stole my sausage roll, I'm gonna throw down, dude. Now I'm gonna take a flip-flop off and launch it. I don't care. Take me to jail. Steal my fucking hot dog. You know, steal my pasty, I'd break the fucking thing's neck. Seagull Hall for Spirit Born. That's a good one. Is this a new class? Yeah, this is Spirit Barb. I'm playing Orange Whirlwind. I'm playing Yellow Whirlwind. Padstow, hate Padstow. I never went to Padstow too much because I was always based in and around like the small seaside villages, St Agnes, Porth Tower, and Perranporth. Always lived around there. Truro was actually the last place I lived in Cornwall. Ghost town, mate. Actual ghost town. Nothing in Truro. You're like, yeah, literally nothing. Got Weatherspoons. You hang out with all the crackheads. Actually, that's about the only thing that Truro does have. Homeless people and crackheads. Lots of them. And I hate to say it, it's like in my eyes, it's not the down on their luck, you know, homeless. It's the I did too much crack and nobody will let me stay at their house homeless. The good ones, you know. Oh, loads of enemies up here. Fun. Why do I look like I'm going Super Saiyan? What the hell is that effect? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Why am I glowing? Is Doncaster like just a complete dead town? Truro used to be like popping off. Like we had like 2 nightclubs there. It was pretty busy. You know, it was a good town. Now it's just a completely empty husk of a town. Nothing happens there. Even if you go into like the 1 of 2 pubs that are open on a Saturday night, there's like 5 people in them. And nobody goes out for a drink anymore. I don't know where the fuck like all of the like 18 to like 25-year-olds are. They must just immediately leave. Because you just don't see anyone, like you don't see anyone of like the generation that followed mine in there. As I'm like, if I go out in Truro, I'm the youngest person on the road. In the gym? I mean, to be fair, that's not bad, is it? You know, why are they not in the pub? They're in the gym. Ah, fair enough. Actually, to be fair, there are quite a few good gyms in Cornwall now that do look to be quite popular. I think Born Fit is really good. I went there like 2 years ago, and as far as I know, it's still like quite a fucking decent gym. Big fucking gym. And they're expanding. Got like a cafe. I think they even put like punching bags in there and stuff like that, which is pretty dank. Studying in Plymouth. Plymouth is it's not much of an improvement, I don't think. I lived in Plymouth for a year when I studied. I went to Plymouth for the last year of my uni as well. I did the first 2 years like in Truro, then I moved to Plymouth. Interesting story. Somebody got stabbed to death in the train station, like literally the moment I fucking moved there. And my girlfriend at the time, her auntie and her little sister saw it. Literally, like the first impression I got of Plymouth. It's fucking great. So like her little sister's like traumatized for life now, which is not funny. But like Plymouth is yeah, forever just going to be the place where someone was like murdered immediately the moment I moved there. Because that's fucking nuts, dude. Shroud doesn't work with this build. It does, Paulo. It does. But the reason that we don't use it is the build doesn't use a lot of passives. So we have a couple, right? But not really that many. We have that do damage, right? Because that's the primary use for them. We have counter-offensive. I mean, Pit Fighter and Slaying Strike, of course, and then Wallop. We're not using as many as like other builds do. You know, we're not using these two, for example. Excuse me. And so the value comes down. We're not getting as much from it as we could do with other builds. The second, and probably actually the bigger problem, is without Rage of Harrogath, we have no cooldown reduction. Without this, our shouts would have 25-second cooldowns. They would be fucking useless. So it breaks the entire build. Thank you, Nakina. I could probably buy some, to be honest. I should probably do that soon. Yeah, I should probably do that soon because otherwise the build's it's gonna lose relevancy. I've been getting a little bit complacent because I'm kind of like in and out of a lot of meetings these days. I'm taking on some like new roles outside of streaming and stuff like that, and I'm kind of letting that distract me from making content. There's a lot of guides I've missed that I could have made. No, I do very few. Like, I did very few this season. But there's also other guides I could have made, right? You know, for example, great example, I did that one video that sort of helped people gear up, like trying to teach them like the method to how I gear up. That video did really well. I could have done things like, here's what mythic you need to make first, or you know, how to farm tributes for the Undercity and get like really good masterworking materials, or how to farm, you know, masterworking materials effectively and stuff like that. These videos are really, really good because they're useful to everybody and they're easy to make. And I haven't done any of them because I've just been too distracted with other things. Yeah, it's hard to keep on. Like I'm fucking. You guys can tell I've got no organizational skills at all. Thank you, Hard War Grandpa. Grandpa, is it Grandpa or Grandpa? I don't know if the one's an L or if it's just the one. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Who told you I was a Brit, anyways? Who told you? How did you know? Bash any good this season? Not so far, Para. No, mate. Little bit poopy shit. Ain't gonna lie. Little bit of poop shit. I mean, the funny thing is it got buffed. So it's better than it was last season, but comparatively, the content is much harder than it was before. And with such a high emphasis on AoE this season, you know, with like Undercity and shit like that, it just suffers too much. And maybe if you wanted to play something exclusively for boss killing and for the pit, you know, Bash is fine. It's still as good as it was last season. But for Hordes and for Undercity, it's shit. It's absolutely poopy cat. So I wouldn't really invest too much in it. How do I get my management? Sorry, I see your question there, San. My Fury. Main one. Have a Ring of Stardust Skies, because this reduces your Fury cost by 50%, making it like 10. And then Call of the Ancients with this item here. This ultimate gives me like a ton of fury here, see? And I can keep this up practically permanently. Of course, you know, shouts, obviously. Hitting enemies as well, because you get fury for hitting enemies. But don't, like, you also, I have 337 fury as well. So there's that. It makes a big difference because it would, like, even if I wasn't generating any fury, it'd take me 33 seconds to lose all of my fury. Because I only spend 10 per second while using Whirlwind. Which is a little, you know, is enough. Obviously, I've got a Magnum Opus equipped, which changes that, but, you know, without overcomplicating things. You can see I am a Korean resident. I have a visa and everything. But I'm not a Korean. I'm not Korean. Yeah, legally speaking. I think I need to live here for 5 years and then I can become a Korean. I'll be one of many non-Koreans that are Korean. What made you move to Korea? My sexy ass wife. True story. I actually came here to answer your question. I met her here. Actually. I originally came here as a language student, so I've always been obsessed with Korea. I'm what the kids would call a Korea boo. I think first started with... What's that? I first started with Korean... with like Korean fashion. So a little lesser known fact of myself. I actually... one of the first things I wanted to do for my career, and I went a very long way to doing this as well, because I got like an art diploma and everything. I actually wanted to be a fashion designer. All right, but as a result of that, I was like very much into Asian fashion, like Japanese street fashion, but mostly Korean fashion. Then from there, I just kind of naturally delved into all of the different types of pop culture, music, movies, all that kind of stuff. And eventually I landed up on history. I started reading some books on the Korean War. Then I started reading a lot of books on the Korean War. I think I've probably read like 20 books on Korean history at this point. And so I became like just super duper unhinged with Korean culture and stuff like that. And I decided when COVID hit and I lost my job, that I would just fuck it. I sold everything I owned, literally everything I owned, down to a backpack. I still have the backpack as well, actually, which was pretty funny. And I just went. I was like, okay, I can stay for 2 years on a student visa. I'll learn the language. I'll see the scenery. And that was nearly 5 years ago. And now I'm here, married, and just they can't get rid of me. Poor fuckers. Stuck with me now. Good build with solo. You run out of rage and do hordes with if you're playing with people, playing a Barb is horrible. No contest there from me. Unfortunately, Barbs are highly reliant on hitting and being hit. If enemies are being killed too fast, unlike a lot of other classes, and I'm pretty confident in saying this because I've played most classes every season, nothing gets punished harder for not being able to hit enemies than the Barb. And we're basically the only melee class in the game too. So, you know, you run after something, it's dead. You run after the next one, it's dead. You run after the next one, it's dead. You just fucking do nothing. Do nothing. You're running around with no fury the whole time. Oh. Do you see that? Wait, look. Wait, what? Wait. It's moving. It's alive! It's alive! Wait, can I move it some more? Oh, I got... Oh, no, there we go. It's go... Hey! Move some more. Come on. Where is it? Ah, bro, it got stuck. All right. It's sharp side down. It got stuck in the ground, dude. It's sharp side down. It makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, it's feet. I was pressing B that whole time trying to get my UI up, and I was like, why isn't this not working? I won't lie, Danny. I've given up on even pretending. When I go to a... You might have been in here early. When I go to a Helltide, I actually just go AFK. I'll just go get a cup of tea. I'm not even going to pretend, dude. There's no point. It's a waste of energy. I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's a Spiritborn here. I'll see you in the 20. I'm off. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know what? If they're going to play Spiritborn and kill everything before I can get to it, they can boost me. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. It's fine. 2 hours there. Yeah, look at this. Look at that, boys. We are farming. We are doing all right. And you know what's crazy? I've gone through 13. I've still got loads to go. There's going to be a lot of boss runs, I tell you what. You've saved 20 bill for Thorns? Ooh, best of luck. I mean, Thorns... Kiori, please just bear in mind when you go for Thorns... please don't make don't make any purchases. Hold on. Toughest nails. Is it toughest nails? Yeah, toughest nails gets disabled when you take barbed carapace. So if you go for a Thorns build, you can't play barbed carapace. Don't build around that. Don't buy items around that. You can't use this. You have to use unconstrained and toughest nails, or you can't scale your Thorns up. There's a current bug in the game. Unless they fix it with the upcoming patch, just be aware of that before you spend your 20 bill. You're trying to be a support Barb on hardcore? I mean, CDPS Barb is actually a thing this season because you can play like the Unbroken Chain, reduce the damage that the enemies do by loads, and group them all up. It's cool that you've managed to find people to play with, though. I mean, that's pretty neat. Like, especially on hardcore, that's not easy to do. I think it'd be like really neat if the game was... don't get me wrong, I'm a solo self-found player, but I like the idea of, like, you know, people actually having to group up to do the hard content in a way. Kind of gives you that MMO feel, right? But I feel like Diablo's on the fence with a lot of things, which makes it, like, it makes my opinion worth shit. Because, like, I'll be like, oh, man, I just want to play solo self-found, but then, like, there are MMO elements in the game which I like, and it's just like, I need them to pick... I need them to pick a direction, man. Like, let's go for the ARPG route, add solo self-found, you know, make it all soloable. Or, you know, if we're going to go for an MMO hybrid, let's get some of those MMO elements in here. You know, let's actually get them in. It's too much fence riding at the moment, I think. I would love to see the game take a risk and go for a direction. Even, like, maybe if it's even a seasonal mechanic, just have a look, dude. See how the community reacts. They're not going to react. I don't think the game will fucking die if they go, oh, we've released an 8-man raid. Let's see how it goes. But then again, I imagine the dev time on that is a huge commitment. But I mean, sometimes you got to take risks, dude. Got to take risks. Oh yeah, and there's no cow level as well, which is also dude, they've stretched that shit out forever. we're in the second part of the game. We're in the expansion, and this cow level is still being teased. It's like, bro, it's coming out. It's the 7th expansion. It's coming out. It's the 7th expansion. The thing with Barbed Carapace, is it Barbed Carapace? Scales with your max life, right? Oh no, is it Outburst? I think it might be Outburst. So I think I meant Outburst. Kiori. Hang on a minute, let me double check. Because this is really important for everybody. No, I'm going to link a really cool resource for everybody here as well, by the way. Because this will be good for you. Let me bring it up. So this is the Barb Compendium. This is the Barb Compendium, boys. And it has a list of everything, literally everything in here. Like what it does, whether it works with things, whether it doesn't work with things, all of this cool stuff. And by the way, Danny, thank you for the sub, man. I really appreciate that. So thorns, things that do not work with thorns. Bug, here we go. Bug. Picking Barb Carapace with toughest nails at the same time nullifies toughest nails multiplicative bonus. They both want to be multiplicative bonuses at the same time, but Barb Carapace wins out. If you only pick one of them, everything is fine. Oh, so it is, yeah, it is tough as nails, not what's it called? But check this out. Keep this in mind. Everyone bookmark this. This is fucking huge, by the way. If you ever make a build by yourself, or if you ever like want to fact check a build, this will more than likely be the only place that you could ever check something like that without hounding a streamer or a YouTuber or something like that. There you go. But wait, is Deathblow Barb not working? Fight 90 with Deathblow. It's a little bit... I don't think it's S tier for the Barb. It's like B tier. In my opinion, Ding Dong. What a name. Damn you, Max Roll! Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, the amount of work that the guys put into that list, you know, it's something that you need an entire team to do. It's a lot of hard work, and I just don't think we got anyone like that. There's not very many people like that, and they all just happen to be at max roll. But I mean, it's a great resource. I think, you know, it's for the benefit of everyone. I'm quite happy to recommend it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna gatekeep good resources. I mean, you'll hear about it soon enough, but I'm not gonna gatekeep it from you for like an extra couple of days because it's from Maxwell. The guys did a lot of hard work there, and they deserve the shout out every opportunity. But it's super useful, dude. I need to get a I need to get a referral link, dude. I gotta get paid. I gotta get some money. Oh, you can just control F it? Oh, I didn't even realize. That must be programmed really well. I just assumed because it was drop down menus, control F wouldn't find everything. Yeah, I'll talk to B. I'll make sure I get a referral link. All right, I want some of that ad rev, baby. Give me all 5p of it. Yeah, it's not as strong as the previous season, Ding Dong. It's not terrible, but you are going to struggle to push as, you know, I would say past 100 would be very, very hard, if at all possible. I've dabbled with it a bit myself. I haven't really tried to push the envelope, but I think at best with the Barb build rankings, it's probably a B. Hey, catch you later, Danny, mate. Thanks for the day again, bud. Alright, well, I'm actually done, so I don't know why I'm still killing everything. I'm just wasting my own time here. $75 is pretty good, though, to be fair. 75 is pretty good, especially if you're enjoying the build. Dude, when was the last time I got a piece of gear I was excited about? I have no idea. Hey, that's a lot of boss materials. All right, I think we're going to try and blast we're going to do a horde real quick. Did someone add me? Brokale? I don't know who that is. Who's Brokale? I'm not too sure who that is, guys. I don't know who added me. I didn't even post my battle tag today, so I have no idea where that came from. How did someone find my battle tag? They're watching. Oh, you know what? I bet someone's watching one of my old streams on YouTube. They're like watching because the chat and everything. It looks like it's live. It's kind of it's a little misleading. No. This happens before. So if you watch a VOD of a stream that was streamed on YouTube, it looks like the stream. Like the chat is there and everything. Like, so sometimes I'll get comments on like my streams, like asking me questions that I was talking about during that stream, but like a week after the stream happened. And I'm just like, I'm usually like, what are you talking about? Because I can't put two and two together because I don't know what the hell was going on in the stream at that time. It's a little weird that it does that. It doesn't have like, you know, FODs or something really clear on the screen. Could use it, to be honest. That movement speed, dude. I got legs. This guy does his 5Ks in the morning. Is it open? Did I actually use the key? I did, yeah. Speaking of the wife, where is she? What time is she home? Oh, memes. She's having pork intestine with her friend at the moment. No, I can't, man. Eat intestines. Like I can't, man. I can't. Pork intestine, dude. Just actual anus. Eating pig butt. I can't do it. I got a lot of respect for Koreans. They can eat some pretty hard to stomach foods by Western standards. Poor bugger's watching previous streams following a season 1 build. You know, I do quite often, Dash, I get a comment asking like where something is, and the comment is on a video from season 2, and I'll be like, oh dude, if only. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not like, you know, that's like, where do I get these malignant hearts? Like, how do I put those in my gear? And I'm like, dude, the video is a year old. It's not relevant anymore. This is why I don't like seasons. Oh shit, Fear. Wait, for 15 months? My guy. Is Mighty Throw better? It does higher DPS. Depending on what content you're doing is going to determine whether it's better or not. Is it better at doing hordes? No. Is it better at doing pit? Yes. You run like a tank? He does. Can you imagine this guy bumping into you? Fucking send you to the afterlife. Especially wearing this armor, you get impaled. If this guy ran into you, you're dead. That's it. You're just fucking dead. That's all there is to it. Mancrick's wife? Oh yeah, I don't know that. The only married couple I know from the Diablo universe is Hedrick. No. Blah, 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 blah. You know, you smash Hedrick's wife with a hammer. My love. I'm doing a bad job. I'm slightly AFK. Chop, chop, chop. Bang, bang, bang. Oh shit. You got the reference? Tybalt's, no, unfortunately, you wouldn't get away with it. Your, the reliance on Call of the Ancients is super high. Like it's most of our like Fury regen and like additional damage and stuff like that. But you would also need to swap some other stuff around because it's also keeping us resistance capped. So you'd end up needing to make up for about 40% all res, which means you'd probably need to change the boots, and it becomes a whole thing. Because then if you move the boots, you got to move the tempers, which means you got to change the amulet. You can. There absolutely is a version of it, but we did a bunch of testing. You know, a bunch of guys from the chat as well did a bunch of testing between all the different versions with me, and we kind of came out to this being the best by a fairly decent margin. And the Tybalt's version, though it's not terrible, is super fucking expensive as well. Because Tybalt's, the Spiritborn use them, so they're really, really expensive. So these are all these all give you nothing. These all add no value. Japan company, if you're looking for the builds, just check my videos instead, mate, because that's where I keep all the links on YouTube. I don't have a chat bot for YouTube. I no idea how to fucking set it up at all. No idea. I tried, couldn't figure it out. Took the gigolo. I miss when WoW was good. I miss when WoW was good, dude. Back in the day. To be fair, I started during Wrath of the Lich King, so... I actually, you know what? I started the day Wrath of the Lich King launched because my friend was like, dude, this expansion's coming out, it's going to change your life. And I was like, no, I play RuneScape only, bro. WoW is for nerds. I literally said that exact shit to him, I remember. I was like, no, WoW is for nerds. I play RuneScape. Was actually my my reason for not playing it. But then I saw the cinematic for Wrath of the Lich King. I was like, hey, hang on a minute. They might be onto something here. And so... So I played it, and let's say that was a very long 14 years of my life. Or short, actually. It went past very quickly. I didn't do a lot besides play WoW. You started on Christmas 2014. See, I'm not like you guys. I'm basically a new player still. I'm still a new player. I probably have enough game time though to put a lot of people to shame. I think I'm in and around like the 750 day mark, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's not the most, but I mean it's quite a lot. Oh hey babe, welcome home. How you doing? You drunk? What? How many sojus did you have? 3. She's hammered. Ah, was the food good? Do you smell like ass? I've tried it before. It tastes like poop. I was told it was like the best, and it literally tastes like poop. It does. It's poop taste. It's intestine. It's got poop in it. I don't think they clean it properly. 3 bottles for her. Actually, on our very first date, you drank 3 bottles of soju, and she was fucked, mate. She was like effing and blinding at police officers and everything. It was wild. I was like hardly even. I barely even had a buzz on, but she was like paralytic. And I remember I tried to get you a Monster Energy drink, and I was trying to feed it to her because she couldn't even use her phone. She couldn't unlock her phone to order a taxi, and I was like, well, I can't leave her like this. So I was like, here, let me get you an energy drink. And I tried to give it to her, and she just passed out outside the store. Her fucking shoes fell off and everything. I sat there with this girl just like literally asleep on the floor with her shoes off. It just looked like it just looked like a deranged woman. I was like, man, I'm gonna marry this one. My favorite one was like, all police are bitches, and she was like swinging off a lamppost, like, you know, she was all over the place, couldn't fucking stand straight at all. And she said, police are bitches, and like shouted at them. Bitches, and they're like looking over. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, they're all bitches. Which way do you live? She's like, I live that way. And I'd be like, you sure? And she's like, yeah, no, it's that way. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's like, where do you live? This way. And it's like, I have no idea. We walked around Hongdae for like 2 hours before you finally unlocked your phone. I remember as well. I was trying to get the taxi to take her back to her house, and yeah, she was trying to type her address, and she's like, right, there we go. I typed it in. I looked in it. It was like E2FG_56525FFB space, and I was like, oh, there's no fucking way, dude. But then I had the smartest idea I ever had in my entire life. I opened the taxi app, and I just looked at the last journey, and then clicked like the reverse thing, and then just ordered a taxi. And got her home, dude. Got her home. Yeah, it was a good thing you didn't come from work or something. Like your work, wake up in the morning, you're just like asleep in the office, like big puddle of puke. It's good thing I didn't like send her back to somewhere really fucking weird though. But I think you told me that you got a taxi, because that's how I knew. I'm big smart. I am huge, dude. My brain is huge. Smelled like ass. Oh, she had intestines and him got like pig butt. Pig anus. Big, tasty fried pig anus. Well, actually, you had a soup, didn't you? Pig anus soup. It looked like a soup. Blood pudding soup. Oh, it just gets better, dude. Yeah, you know what I want with my blood pudding soup? Pig ass. Yeah, put some of that on there. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Can I get some more pig ass on my blood soup? Yeah, just, you know what? Sprinkle a bit of armpit hair on there as well. I'm feeling a little spicy. It's in gameplay, Komi. You got thousands of hours on. Well, I ain't got thousands. Kopchang. Is that how you say it? Kopchang. I don't like any of it. Have I been down the renowned Gangnam Street? Gangnam is like an entire like district. Like a... It's like a city block. But yeah, I've been to Gangnam quite a bit. Very expensive, and yeah, I mean, it's just like any other... It's unfortunately just like any other district in Seoul. Gangnam's not... You know, I call it Poopnam, because I don't know what it is about the sewers in Gangnam, but they are perpetually blocked. So when you walk down like the back way, I think you know what I'm on about, Fear. When you walk down like not the main road, but like the back roads of Gangnam, I always just stink as shit. Every time. All I can smell is sewage. Every time. So I just call it Poonam now. Poopy town. So, Seoul. Poonam. Actually, no, because I also call Busan Busan because of Busan Airlines. I like, to be honest, not a 5 on the city, but like Busan Airlines was like literally the worst flight I've ever had in my entire life. Was Busan Airlines to Vietnam. Was it Vietnam or Thailand? But it was literally the worst flight I've ever had in my life. So now it's Busan. It's too bad for Busan. I mean, the airline ruined it for them, mate. The airline ruined it for them. Train to Busan. Hey, you know what? Wait, an area next to you is called Poondong. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but I am I am so immature. One of the most elite things I ever did, Dash, was I watched Train to Busan on the Train to Busan. And the movie is about the same length as the train journey from Seoul to Busan. And it's crazy because as you're watching it, you can like see all the stations and shit. As you go through them, it's the same stations. It's a KTX train as well. So you like sat on the train and you see it's got all the same interior and everything. It was quite a cool experience actually. I thought it was neat. It was a cool idea. That's all me, baby. All me. Right. Shit. Okay. All right. I think I need a bounce. I got my meeting. I gotta get on for my meeting, my dudes. I'm gonna find someone to raid before I dash, and then we'll be back tomorrow for. And I'm sorry this one was so short. I was late. I did a lot of sparring today. 8 rounds of sparring, and I was a little bit fandoozled. I just my brain wasn't with me. I stayed in the gym for too long chatting. Oh, ooh, that's really good, Nakanak. Maybe hold on to that. I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. Wait, why can't I see anybody online? Wait, hang on a minute. Oh, someone stood on my grave. Dude, like finishing streams at this time, it always ends up with there's always never anybody online. We haven't raided Pooney in a little while, so I'm gonna raid Pooney today. You know Pooney Hoff, don't you? Handsome fella, lovely fella. I think he's trying to do a rank 1 push on Druid, or it might be another class, but let's go check that out. We'll go see how he's doing. Yeah, I mean, sell it, Nak. I don't need it. Sell it. Don't ever give me anything that you can make money off it that you need, right? Because I don't really, I'm not that, I'm not that bothered with min-maxing, especially when I've already made the video. All right, Pooney. Where is he to? Let's get this up. There he is. Oh, you don't know where to keep. Hey, that's your problem, mate. That's your problem. It's a good problem to have, but that's yours. Anyways, it's been an absolute blast. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. I'll see you tomorrow. To all the new followers, nice to meet you as always. I'll see you on the next one. And to everybody who dropped a sub or channel membership, anything like that, thank you for making the streams possible. Beautiful. You guys are too sexy. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Good night.